Happy 4th of July, Phillies fans. Welcome on in to Sports Live in the 215. Today we'll discuss the Phillies and Reds series that begins today at 1:05, and we'll preview your pitching matchups, players to watch, also give you my series prediction. So it's gonna be a fun it should be fun. I'm excited to kind of get this rolling, and um, I'm excited to spend some time with the family. Have hamburgers, hot dogs, all that stuff. Watch some baseball, of course, and yeah, celebrate obviously our freedom and stuff. So that's always good. So with that being said, let's chop it up about the fighting Phils. Um, yeah, this should be a good matchup. The Reds come in with a record of 45-42. They're trying to keep pace with the Chicago Cubs in the NL Central. I want to say the Cubs are leading that division by 2 or 3 games. I'm not exactly sure. If anybody knows, correct me in the comments, obviously. But yeah, obviously good squad. Ellie De La Cruz, Hunter Green. Like they have a lot of quality young players. Spencer Steer's another one. Um, Nick Lodolo, quality young pitcher. So yeah, don't count out those these young Cincinnati Redlegs. Um, so yeah, it should be a fun series. Um, let's dive into the pitching matchups. Your pitching matchup for today is Jesus Luzardo for the Phillies. He's 7-4 with a 4.06 ERA to go along with 111 strikeouts. He'll be opposed by Andrew Abbott, who is 7-1 with a 1.79 ERA, to go along with 76 strikeouts. So obviously, two pitchers who have very different ways to get guys out. Obviously, Abbott relies on pitching to contact, ground balls, fly balls, and weak contact, whereas Luzardo relies a lot heavier on the strikeouts. So we'll see which style of pitching um, can earn his team a win today. Then tomorrow, on the mound for the Phillies is the crafty lefty Ranger Suarez. He's 7-2 with a 2 ERA to go along with 67 strikeouts. And then he'll be opposed by Nick Lodolo, who has a 5-5 record with a 3.52 ERA and 85 strikeouts. So it seems to be almost sort of the opposite of the first matchup. Like the Reds have the guy who's more adept at striking guys out. Not that Ranger can't. He just doesn't always need that big strikeout pitch. He's a lot more of a pitch to contact type pitcher. So yeah, it should be a fun it should both these two matchups should be really, really interesting to watch, and I certainly can't wait for it. That's for sure. And then your matchup on Sunday is is Chase Burns going for the Reds. He's 0-1 with a 13.50 ERA to go along with 8 strikeouts. Oh my gosh. And he'll be opposed by the Phillies ace, Zach Wheeler, who is 8-3 with a 2.27 ERA and 136 strikeouts. Yeah, I think the Reds the the Reds to win this series they've gotta win the first 2 games because you're not getting I don't think you're gonna get to Zach Wheeler um when you have a 13.50 or a pitcher with a 13.50 ERA on the bump for you. So for them to win this series, they've got to obviously get the first 2 games, and Lodolo and Abbott um, look like they're having some pretty good success. Um, so that's always good, and yeah. So with that's good for the Reds and their fans. I, obviously, I believe the Phillies have the best pitching staff in baseball. And most people believe they're like at least in the top 5 in all baseball as far as like starting pitching. Their bullpen can leave much to be desired at points, but starting pitching, they're one of the best 1 through 5 in baseball. And yeah, so let's get to our players to watch. For me, it's got to be Bryce Harper. This is a guy who we know loves the big moment, and he just relishes those big time moments, big time at bats. And there'll be a lot in this series. I mean, it's July 4th weekend. Like it's a the whole day is just like a big moment for everybody. So I think Bryce will definitely come through. Um, Bryce will definitely come through for the Phillies. Um, and if he does, they should have a pretty good chance of winning this series. Um, and obviously, well, my player to watch for the Reds has got to be Ellie De La Cruz. This guy is just an absolute superstar from the shortstop position. I mean, you're starting to have a lot of them like Bo Bichette, Bobby Witt, Ellie De La Cruz, O'Neill Cruz. So yeah, the shortstops are well, they're coming. These young shortstops are coming for the established guys. They'll be they'll be a problem for the next like 10, 15, 20 years, that's for sure. So, um, yeah, if you're pitching against these guys, beware. Or even if you're on offense against them in the with them in the field, it's it's not a must not be a pleasant sight because Ellie, O'Neill, and Bobby have like a bunch of they just have 3 of the strongest arms in baseball from the shortstop position. So it's just not a it it's probably they're probably a hate to face for a lot of people. I know they I know I know they are for me. When we played Pittsburgh in Pittsburgh, um, O'Neill Cruz scared the daylights out of me. But yeah, so yeah, obviously the player to watch for the Reds is their superstar shortstop, and if the Phillies can keep him in check, we should have a good shot to win this series. Now for the series prediction, I think the Phillies, if all goes according to plan, if Harper has the kind of series that he's capable of at his like peak level, the Phillies will at least take 2 or 3. Um, will take at least 2 or 3. But if he doesn't, then the Reds have a chance. Obviously, the guys in front and behind him have to do their thing. But I still think it starts and ends with Bryce Harper having a Bryce Harper level performance. Um, I which I think he will have, especially today with it being 4th of July. Um, So yeah, I think the Phillies take this series at least 2 games to 1. Maybe they even sweep it. Who knows? But thank you guys for listening to this, and once again, happy 4th of July, and as always, let's go Phils.